In this video, I'd like to talk about the 3 practical things you can do today to get most of the work we're doing at What Happens Next for free. Welcome to the What Happens Next channel. Welcome to What Happens Next, the channel dedicated to helping you, if you're in your 50s and 60s and at a transition in your life, work out what's next. Now, in my day job as a chartered financial planner, I tend to have quite a lot of interesting conversations with people about the link between money and the next stage of their life. Because actually, the clients that come and see us who are in their 50s and 60s want to make sure they understand what financial independence means to them and want to make sure that they're in a position where they understand how close they are to that financial independence, and if they're not close yet, or what they need to do to get there. So part of our job as financial planners is to help them do that. But we also appreciate that actually some of the challenges you face when you're thinking about what happens next in your life aren't money related. They're related to do with purpose and identity and enhancing well-being across a real wide range of areas that aren't particularly restricted or limited to money. So whilst on the What Happens Next channel, we're going to have conversations about financial well-being and what that means to you, the idea is that we have a broader conversation about a wide range of subjects that you might want to consider when you're thinking about what happens next. And this video is about 3 ways that the work we're doing at What Happens Next can benefit you at absolutely no cost. We're on a mission with What Happens Next to make sure that we can positively impact as many people's lives when they're thinking about that transition. And the idea of ensuring that some of the elements of what we supply is available at no cost is really important to us. Now, the first thing you can do is benefit from this YouTube channel. Already there's hundreds of videos on this channel available to you at no cost, with experts, with people to give you a fresh perspective about that transition, but also insights from me and what I'm learning based on my research from when I'm writing the book, the What Happens Next book, that I am really happy to share with you. So the first thing you can do, and this isn't one of the 3, this is a bonus, is like and subscribe to this, like this video and subscribe to this channel. That really helps us make sure that we're positively impacting more people and actually just having more nuanced conversations about what happens next in your life and in the lives of the people like you. So I'd really appreciate if you do that. So let's talk about the 3 ways that you can get involved and benefit from the What Happens Next projects more. And I mentioned earlier about the What Happens Next book. So the first thing I'd mention is you can join the waiting list for the book. Now, the book isn't written yet. I'm only 33 and a bit thousand words through. Really enjoying the process of research. Aiming for the book to come out in 2025. But what we are looking for you to do is just be one of the first people to get access to the book. And you can sign up to the waiting list for the book for free. Now, what does that mean? That means clearly you're under no obligation to buy the book. If you don't want to buy the book when it comes out, no problem. But what it does give you access to is loads and loads of free resources when the book comes out, and potentially an invite to the launch event, which we'll give you details on a bit closer to the time. I better write the book first. But part 1, for those free resources when the book comes out, and for an invitation to the launch event, and potentially if you want to buy a copy of the book, great. You can sign up for the book waiting list today. Russ will do something really clever here, like put a QR code that you can point your phone at and it will send you a link. Alternatively, we'll put the details in the comments below. So that's number 1. Number 2, what we've found really helpful with a lot of the individuals that we've worked with is having a starting point to where you are today. And when I talk about that, I'm talking about where you are today in terms of how you feel about your overall well-being. The transition from what you're doing now to what's next can be a difficult one, but framing it in a way that helps you understand what areas you might want to focus on is a really good start to 10. So what we've done is built a quiz. We've built a quiz. Again, you can do it for free. It takes about 5 minutes. And we'll send you a report that effectively says, these are the areas of well-being actually that are really strong. And these are the well-being areas that you might want to think about working on. Now, how does that help when you're thinking about that crossroads? It helps because it allows you to think about the balance you want in that next part of your life. Again, available free. Russ is going to do something really clever here. We'll put a QR code up, but we'll also make sure that we put a link in the comments below so that you can get access to the quiz for free. Feel free to do that. We'd love for you to get involved, and I'm hoping those insights are really useful. But also, what I want to do with What Happens Next is make sure we're learning from a community of people going through similar sort of challenges. Now, part of the reason we interview experts who have gone through those challenges of transition later in their lives is to gain their insight. But actually, what we'd love to do as well is gain practical insight from people going through it today. So we've got a community. You can join that community for free. We'll be sharing exclusive content, good resources in the community, but also encouraging people to have better conversations about what happens next in their lives. We'd love for you to get involved. Russ is going to do that clever thing with a QR code again so that you can join that. But there'll be a link in joining the community in the comments below. As I said, please feel free to visit www.whathappensnext.life, where you'll find loads of information about what we're aiming to achieve with What Happens Next, and links to the areas of wellbeing and the specific videos contained in each area. Like and subscribe, please, on the channel. Like the video and subscribe on the channel. It just helps us drive more things moving forward and just delivering better quality content to help you work out what's next when you're thinking about transitioning your life. Have a lovely remainder of the day, and we'll see you soon on What Happens Next.